Hey ladies, today I am going to share with you one of the most invaluable tools that I have for both mountain biking and road biking. And that is this little Lezyne mini pump. I love this. It goes with me on every single bike ride I do, whether it's the road or the mountain bike or commuting around town. It's really changed my life because before I had what you would call pump anxiety. If I was out on the trail or the road and I got a flat tire, I had so much anxiety about it. And the reason being was that I would put the pump on and I would have trouble keeping the head on the valve. Air would come out. I would get 75% of the way pumped up and lose air, and then my arm would start getting tired, and all of that has changed with this little pump. I love it, I love it, I love it. So what makes it different than normal mini pumps? It has this little hose, and on one side of the hose there is a Schrader adapter, and on the other side there's a Presta valve adapter, so you can use it no matter what kind of tire you have. I have a Presta on my bike, so I leave that side out, and then I screw the other end into the pump itself. And you've got a great little pump here. This end actually screws onto the valve and keeps it nice and tight in place. So you don't have to hold the head of the pump while you're pumping to make sure that it stays securely on the valve, because it's screwed on, it's not moving. You're not going to lose any air halfway through pumping up your tire. So that in itself is the biggest advantage to me of this design. This hose is flexible. You can get it all kinds of different angles. So whatever ends up being most comfortable for you pumping. The other thing I really like about it is that even though it still is going to take time and patience, it might take you 100 pumps to fill up your tire, your arm isn't going to fall off in the process. I don't have a very strong upper body, so if I can do this, anybody can. I'm very comfortable getting my tire fully inflated with the pump. It works great. The other thing I really like about this pump compared to others is just how small it is. This is the HP Drive. It's one of the smaller of the Lezyne pumps, but it's very thin, it's very lightweight. It fits in my hip pack. It can fit in the back of my jersey pocket. It also comes with a mount that I can mount to my bike, and it's such a low profile that it doesn't get in the way of anything or interfere with my water bottle cage. I just love the size of this pump. Now, if you are looking for a high volume pump, Lezyne also makes some of those. My husband has a high volume Lezyne pump, but it's not quite as small. So I just really think that this is a great size. You can use it on any tire, even though it's not a high volume pump. If you have some patience, you can still fill up high volume tires. It does really well with high pressure, so you can get your road bike tires pumped up to 100 PSI. The one thing I should mention is that when I go road biking, I still like to carry a CO2 cartridge with me. It's just faster, but I still have this along because it's backup. I've had plenty of CO2 cartridges go wrong, and I know I can still get my tire fully inflated with this pump. I just thought I would share that with you guys because it has really changed my life, and I know a lot of women are afraid of riding because they don't want to get a flat out on the road. And you don't need to be afraid if you have this. If you have a spare tube and a pair of tire levers, you're going to be able to do a quick tire change on the road. If you want to learn even more about the Lezyne mini pump, go ahead and head on over to Femme Cyclist, where I have a detailed review with a little bit even more information. And you can also find over there other reviews, other tips and tricks to help you have more fun riding your bike. Please go ahead and hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.